For for our theoretical framework, this ecological theory by Yuri Bronfenbrenner is how people's development affected by their social relationships and the world around them. First ecological system theory is the microsystem, which is the system closest to the person and the one in which they have direct contact. The microsystem is the immediate environment of the person or student lives in. Some examples would be home, school, or work. A microsystem typically includes family or peers. Your reactions to the people in your microsystem will affect how they treat you in return. Second is the mesosystem. It is consists of the interactions between the different parts of person's microsystem. The mesosystem is where a person's individual microsystems do not function independently but are interconnected and assert influence upon one another. While the exosystem refers to a setting or place that does not involve the person as an active participant but still affects them. Lastly is the macro system setting is the actual culture of an individual. The cultural context involve the socioeconomic status of the person and his or her family. In our aim of this research is to know the both positive and negative experiences of online learning students face in conducting their online research work or project. It is necessary to consider the student's environment, which are the institution, family, situations, and environment relationship. Within conducting the research, the four ecological system theory given in the hypothesis connected as a guide to what kind of experiences will the students face. This ecological system theory will help us to know the positive and negative experiences of the education students in conducting online research. For our simulacrum, it will be presented by Mr. Justin Lumbaw.
So in simulacrum, you consider proper respondents slash researchers. So they're grouped according to age, gender, skill level, programming connectivity. So respondents is answer the questionnaire with two categories. They have positive experiences and negative experiences. So under the positive experiences, we have accessibility, convenient approach, and effective communication. Under the negative experiences, we have communication conflict, data collection problems, and online barriers. Next.
The next one is our research questions. Number one, what is the profile of education student in terms of the following variable? We have the age. Our age is below 20, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30, and above 40. 1.2 is the gender, which is male and female. 1.3 is the year level, Bachelor of Secondary Education, and Bachelor of Elementary Education. The connectivity is mobile data or internet connection. Number two question is, what are the positive experiences of education student in conducting online research in terms of the following factors? Accessibility, convenient approach, and effective communication. Number three is the negative experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of the following factors: the communication conflict, data collection problems, and online barriers. For the question 4 and 5, this is our inferential question, which we would like to answer if there is significant difference if they are grouped according to their profile.
So the next slide is results, profile of the respondents. So in the table 1, we have the profile of the respondents in terms of age. Within the age bracket shows that the majority are 20 to 24 years old, and 2 respondents from 25 to 29 years old, and 3 respondents from 30 and above years old, and a total of 123 respondents. Next. So for the table 2, we have the profile of the respondents in terms of gender. So majority of the respondents are female with a percentage of 89, and the male which only takes 11%. So in the table 3, profile of the respondents in terms of year level, which 89% of the respondents are from third year students, and the remaining 11% are from fourth year students. So next slide is table number 4. So profile of the respondents in terms of program, we have BSEE with the highest percentage of 62, and from BSSE, the low numbers of 38%. So from the table 5, we have the profile of the respondents in terms of connectivity. Reveals that 22% are using mobile data, while 78% of the respondents are using an internet connection. Next slides for the positive experiences.
For our table 6, which is the positive experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of accessibility, the highest rating in weighted mean is 3.39, and they are strongly agreed that they can send the needed files of their research faster and easier with the help of the internet. And the lowest rating in weighted mean is 2.88, is that they agree that they can collect the data of the respondents immediately because the submission is one click away. The composite weighted mean in terms of accessibility is 3.21, and the verbal description is agree. Next. For table 7, positive experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of convenient approach. The highest rating in weighted mean is 3.59, and they are strongly agreed that they use different academic platforms in editing their research like Microsoft Office, such as Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And the lowest rating in weighted mean is 3.10. They are agreed that they can save money on online research. The composite weighted mean of in terms of convenient approach is 3.34, and the verbal description is strongly agree. Next. For table 8, positive experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of effective communication. And the highest rating in weighted mean is 3.37, and they are strongly agreed that they can keep themselves updated on the progress of the research work. While in the lowest rating in weighted mean is 3.20, and they are agreed that they can communicate with their advisor for any questions about the research. The composite weighted mean in terms of effective communication is 3.28, and the verbal description is strongly agree. Next. In the table 9, the summary of the positive experiences of education students in conducting online research. In the factor accessibility, the weighted mean is 3.21, and the verbal description is agree. In the factor convenient approach, the weighted mean is 3.34, and the verbal description is strongly agree. In the factor effective communication, the weighted mean is 3.28, and the verbal description is strongly agree. Overall summary of the positive experiences of education students in conducting online research is 3.28, and the verbal description is strongly agree. Next is for the negative experiences table. Mr. Justin Lumbao will present.
In table number 10, we have the negative experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of communication conflict. As you can see at the table, we only have one agree and four disagrees. So first, I will read the agree. And I'm having a hard time reaching our target respondents on social media platforms, which has a 3.05 weighted mean, agree. And the list are, I sometimes cannot attend the meetings with my research advisor. I struggle in contacting my group mates online, which has a 2.28 weighted mean, disagree. With a composite weighted mean of 2.46 and verbal description disagree. Next po. In table number 11, we have the negative experiences in terms of data collection problems. So first, As you can see at the table, as you can see at the table, you only have one disagree and four agrees. So this is the contrast of table number 10 because the table number 10 has only one agree and table number 11 has only one disagree. And first, I will read the disagree. Accidentally deleted the data collected for research, which has a 1.92 weighted mean disagree. And the highest is, I have trouble finding adequate participants for research, 2.76 weighted mean agree, with a composite weighted mean of 2.52 and rubber description of agree. Next. In table number 12, we have the negative experiences in terms of online buyers. So as you can see the table, they all agreed and or these statements are has an agree and a verbal description. And first I will read the highest. I have difficulty finishing my task because of the slow internet connection, 2.92 and agree. I can send the files of our research because my gadget has full storage, 2.40 weighted mean, agree, which is the lowest. Right, with a composite weighted mean of 2.69, agree. Next. So the summary of the negative experiences of the education students in conducting online research is tama ba? Tama. So the factors are communication conflict, data collection problems, and online buyers. The first, communication conflict, 2.46 weighted mean, agree. Data collection problems, 2.52 weighted mean, agree. Online buyers, 2.69, agree. With an overall score of 2.56 weighted mean, with a verbal description of agree. Next,
For our table 19, the test of significant difference on the negative experiences of education students when they are grouped according to their profile in terms of their age. The highest p-value is 0.787, the data collection problem, and the lowest is 0.13, the communication conflicts. And therefore, the overall results are accepted and there is no significant difference on the negative experiences in terms of their age. Table 20. The test of significant difference on the negative experiences in terms of their gender. The highest p-value is 0.909, the communication conflict, and the lowest is 0.234, the online barrier. The overall results is 0.524. Therefore, the overall results are accepted and there is no significant difference in the negative experiences in terms of their gender. Table 21. The test of significant difference on negative experiences in terms of their year level. The highest p-value is 0.847 and the lowest is 0.263, which is a data collection problem. And therefore, the overall results are accepted and there is no significant difference on the negative experiences in terms of the year level. For our table 22, the test of significant difference on the negative experiences of education students in conducting online research in terms of their program. The highest p-value is 0.901 and the lowest is 0.797, the data collection problem, and therefore the overall results are accepted and there is no significant difference on the negative experiences in the terms of their program. And our last table is the test of significant difference on the negative experiences of education student in conducting online research in terms of the connectivity. The highest p-value is 0.698, the data collection problem, and the lowest is the online barriers, 0.133, and therefore there is no significant difference on the negative experiences in the terms of connectivity.
So for the discussion, the summary of the profile of the respondents presents that the majority of the students in the terms of age, 96% are 20 to 24 years old. In terms of gender, 89 are female. In terms of year level, 89% are third year. In terms of program, 62% are from elementary education. And in terms of connectivity, 78% are using internet. The summary of the positive experiences of the collection education students in conducting online research indicates that they strongly agree on the positive experiences in conducting online research, especially on the factors that convenience approach of 3.34 and of effective communications with 3.28, while they agree in terms of accessibility in 3.21. These results are much more expected because of the explanation that the students of the study are third year and fourth year, which are usually in their 20s. In terms of gender, it absolutely was much more expected because most of the education students within the chosen university are female and few students are male. In terms of their program, the researchers didn't expect that there have been more from elementary education than secondary education because the previous program wasn't established before the latter. Lastly, the connectivity, the results were also expected since the most of the scholars are using internet connections instead of mobile data due to having online classes. The convenient highest approach was the highest among the three, which they strongly agreed, and it was aligned with Eleva, Baron, and Haley in 2002 in their study. Online data collection in the academic research, advantage of limitation, they stated that surveys and research ensure a short period of time are cost saving. In terms of accessibility, according to Park and Pizzino, the integration of technology in education, especially in practical purposes, such as conducting online surveys, gives students an advantage. For the next slide.
So there is no significant differences when it comes to students' profile, but there's an effect when it comes to connectivity. Our study revealed that there is no difference, especially in terms of age and gender, which is opposite to the study of Al Hiraf and Alice Four in 2014. In their research, the impact of demographic and academic characteristics on academic performance, wherein they declared that age and gender was the biggest influence in a student's academic success. However, since in that terms of connectivity, there is an effect observed. The study of Park and Pizzino saying that the internet was the biggest platform in conducting research and that researchers have much control in their research works. Next one.
Okay. So the sum of the negative experiences of education students in conducting online research indicates that they agree on the negative experiences in conducting online research, especially on the factors online bias, while the lowest rating is on communication conflict. In terms of online bias, they're saying that they've been getting easily distracted on social media and having a minimum storage or a maximum storage and a slow internet connection. Also, the usage of gadgets and technical issues occurring on it while conducting online research were all agreed by the respondents, which is aligned to what Somalia, Ankomase, Brempong, and Kwanzaa said that research-related materials like laptops and internet are some of the issues of student and online research and in distance education. Okay, so in terms of the problems in collecting data, respondents agreed that they study had the lesser response rate, which according to Cooper in his study, overcoming challenges to conduct an online survey, concerns over increased non-response rates, sampling, and gathering the data as posed serious problems in conducting online surveys in research. This shows that students have a similar negative experiences in conducting online research, especially in having conflict in communication with the respondents, approaching the research advisor, contacting the group mates, and attending the research. So they also have a negative experience in completing the data needed because of the low response rate as Padayachi and his study, internet-mediated research, challenges and issues, reveals that web-based research has poor response rate due to technical issues like the internet speed and the few respondents of viruses and opening links or attachments. So Cannon said that conducting online research is a challenge. Some research publications that can be used as a part of the related review are most commonly not that easy to access because some of them pertain to a specific issue and some of them are privately owned. Bonevsky, online surveys consume a lot of time depending on the respondents' participation and the factors within each of the respondents. They recommended that researchers should give respondents accurate time or give reinforcement if possible. This shows that this shows that the students have a similar negative experience in conducting online research, especially in having a conflict in communication. The respondents approaching the research advisor, contacting their roommates, and attending the research meetings. Next po.
So, in conclusion, the respondents strongly agreed when it comes to convenience and effective communication. So, in convenience, they can save money by not traveling, they can set their own time to revise, no need to print those documents, and also they can use different academic platforms like Microsoft Office, such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel, and a lot more. Also, Mielsky concluded that conducting research online is not time consuming, unlike face to face method, wherein you're going to meet with your respondents face to face and manually gather the information from them. Also, Cooper, Leva et al., Yoon, and Trumbull also said that researchers can save money on online research. So, on effective communication, they can attend meetings, can communicate with teachers and respondents, can keep self updated on progress of the research, and they can also reply immediately to the inquiries of the respondents or the teachers as well. Also, there is no significant differences when it comes to their profile, but there's an effect when it comes to connectivity. So if we're going to our table 12, there is a highest weighted mean there, and that is 2.92. All of the respondents agreed that they can finish their work due to slow internet connection. Now, on table 13, if you're going to go back in there as well, there is a high weighted mean there that is in 2.69. And all of the students agree about the online barriers. So, what are these online barriers? Those are they can't send files because their gadgets are in full storage. They got distracted with social media, they have slow internet connection, they have trouble finding data and securing their online data as well. Now, Vargas also concluded that not all respondents are actively online. And with that, also Dilma Eisenbach and Wyeth also said that research would be tough when it comes to connectivity, and there is a high chance that responses rate would be poor due to internet connection. And overall, when students are grouped according to profile, there is no significant differences in the positive and negative approach, but it shows difference when it comes to connectivity in terms of accessibility and convenient approach. Next, please.
Ma'am Ugo, are you there?
Sige. So si Doc Dars ulit ang mauuna. Fasten your seatbelt.
Ma'am
Ang
Ugo,
bilis ni
can
Justin
we start?
Okay, start na po, ma'am. Pinag-isipan ni Doc Dars yung tanong sa inyo.
Wala si Ma'am Ugo.
Okay, ma'am, ikaw
Can we
po,
start?
start.
Can we start now, Ma'am Ugo?
Yes po, yes
Wala
po.
kang nakamute ka.
Yes po, pwede na tayo mag-start, ma'am.
Class, do you hear Ma'am Ugo?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Narinig niyo si Ma'am Ugo?
Yes po, ma'am.
Ha?
Naririnig
Yes po.
kita.
Really?
Oo.
Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Class?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, naririnig ko po.
Parang wala akong naririnig. Is there something wrong with my ano?
Bakit hindi tayo naririnig ni Doctors?
Ma'am Ubot, I don't hear you.
Wala,
Ma'am.
naririnig kita, Ma'am
Ma'am,
Doctors.
naririnig ka po
Wala akong
namin.
narinig. Pati si Retomar, hindi ko din naririnig.
Wala,
Ma'am,
There's something
chat
wrong
natin
with
si
my...
ma'am.
chat nyo.
Pero kayo, hindi ko kayo naririnig. I don't hear you. Wala akong naririnig eh. Hindi ko kayo naririnig.
Paano tayo niyan? Hindi tayo naririnig ni Doc Daria. Ako naririnig niyo ako, di ba?
Opo.
Opo.
Naririnig din ninyo si Doc Daria.
Apo.
Apo.
Sa headset niya po yan, ma'am.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't hear you.
Sa headset.
Bonus
Baka
na daw
po
po, ma'am.
sa
Pati sino ba? Wala akong narinig dyan.
Ma'am, sa headset
Tanggalin.
niya
Try
po.
niyo pong tanggalin mo. I-unplug niyo po muna.
Tanggalin niyo po.
Tanggalin. Ma'am, tanggalin niyo po muna yung
Ano
headset
gagawin
niyo.
ko dyan?
Sabi.
Tanggalin niyo po, ma'am, yung ganito niyo po.
Ma'am,
Mute. What will I do?
Ma'am Obo, di niyo po matawagan si Ma'am Dars.
Okay,
Pero may
sandali
audio
ha.
mic niya eh. Paano kaya yun?
Maririnig ba niya ako?
Naririnig po namin ikaw, ma'am.
I mean, pag tinawagan ko siya
Sa messenger po, ma'am.
sa messenger, okay. Nagme-message nga siya na wala siyang naririnig. Ano sasabihin ko? Tanggalin niyo muna headset niya?
Opo,
Opo, ma'am.
unplug niya po.
Unplug.
Tapos plug niya po ulit.
Ba't kaya? Wala ako.
Message ko na siya. Unplug mo po muna ang headset mo. Tama
Wala
ba
akong
yun?
naririnig.
Yes.
Ano kaya problema? Open assessment. Nung natapos ang yung presentation niyo, wala na akong naririnig.
Hello.
Unplug mo
naririnig.
muna yung headset.
Yan, ma'am. Ma'am, naririnig niyo na po.
Ayan, tanggalin ko na lang ito. Do you hear me now?
Opo.
Yes, ma'am.
Narinig ko na kayo. Tanggalin ko na lang yung headset.
Okay po.
So, ba't kanina nung nag-present kayo, narinig ko kayo, pero nung natapos na nawala?
Baka po, ma'am, grounded po yung wire.
Okay.
Ano, okay na si Doc Dars?
Oh yes, tinanggal
Yes.
ko natin microphone.
Sige.
So my question is, what are the positive approaches of educating students in conducting online research? Now, and which of these positive experiences did you find it enjoyable for you or beneficial for you? And which of those negative approaches do you find it as distressing, or I mean not you don't enjoy it too much? Sige,
Retamar po. Uh, First, I would like to answer if I did enjoy the process of our research. Yes, I enjoyed it so much because we have seen the diverse type of students when it comes to this kind of new normal setup. Because as we all know, ma'am, and my classmates as well are not used to this kind of gathering research online. Because since our first year, we conducted research in face to face manner. We printed documents and then we meet with our respondents face to face. But now I enjoyed the answers of our respondents, and I can relate to them as well, and I know that my classmates can relate to them as well. So in the conclusion or the reflection that I have here, the only negative side that I really see and that we can all relate to, ma'am, is the internet connection, the side of internet connection, whether it is on the student side or the teacher side. I think that is both the main problem of conducting research online. I think it is on the internet connection, because even though you are using a Wi-Fi, if your place is not that stable to have that internet connection, I think that will be not useful enough. So that is my perception about conducting this research and the negative effect for me that I get from our research as well.
What can I ask the others?
Yes, ma'am. Yes po. It's your it's your
What
pleasure.
about you, Galang? What is your experience about this?
My experience about this study is good because um, I also experiences the negative and positive experiences in online setup, and I also enjoy the outcome of our study because we can improve the negative, and also we can we can know the positive and also the negative one. Thank you po.
What about Lumbao?
Some wit po parang okay naman po, parang
Ba't
some wit
parang lang?
hindi po kasi po there's a side of the face-to-face online face-to-face research that I enjoy because I'm talking to them, I'm having the chance to communicate with them. So, but in terms with the online, so you have to chat the respondents and then they agree with you the simple answers, unlike the face-to-face online research. So I think that there is a enjoying part, but there is a downside in po.
And what is your negative experience?
Negative po. I think the major factor is the internet connection po. Because we don't have a stable internet connection here in the Philippines, so that's why it's getting hard for us to conduct an research.
What about Villahermosa?
For me, ma'am, it is enjoyable, but although it's hard to find the respondents, it also a big help for me to know the positive and negative experiences of like me, the students in online research and also in online classes.
Okay, Cavite.
Ma'am, I have lots of positive experiences since in terms of communication, we are able to easily contact my group members whenever I wanted to have to meet them to practice like this for the final defense. And in the negative experiences, I guess it's on the when we collected our respondents, since it's very hard, especially we have respondents from other campuses, and we're not we do not know them personally, unlike in the Quezon City campus. But and also the cooperation in all of the respondents, it's hard to please them. That's all.
So the common barrier of this online research is, what is the common barrier on on online research? What did you
Connectivity po.
why connectivity?
Since it's the significant part of the results of our study, when they're grouped according to connectivity, which is whether they're using a mobile data or internet connection, they have there is a significant difference, means they have different experiences in terms of that. And we can conclude that in an online research, the always connected keyword is internet, and that's why it's the significant. That's why they have differences in their experience in terms of connectivity.
In your experience, which do you think would be better, yung face-to-face or this online research?
Ma'am Gonzales po.
Okay.
I think the face-to-face because um, it's kind of in between face-to-face and online because in today's society, conducting online research is totally an advantage in our generation because it is tech savvy. Um, we will handle our time and using internet as platform for the process. Conducting online survey is more convenient way of gathering information or data, unlike face-to-face, wherein the researchers or we have to print out the paper or which is eco-friendly. To personally conduct survey and give their questionnaires to the target respondents, we can save money switching to the electronic process of questionnaire. That's all, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am Ubod.
Okay. Ako naman. Sige. So, first, I want to congratulate the group, no? Very good. And I can see from the beginning, no? From the beginning up to now, I really experience also, no? Yung mga positive na sinasabi nyo. Nakita ko naman in your group, it's really present, no? And congratulations to all of you. And kaya lang si Justin, ang bilis magsalita, nahabol ko talaga eh. Okay, and I also want to give credit to Ms. Cavite, you know, for giving for the tasking, no, for the tasking that were done. So, just give me your honest to goodness answer. Is tasking a positive experience to you? Di ba I ask you to give tasks to each member in the group, not only the leader will do it. Is that procedure a positive experience to you? Will you please, first from Ms. Cavite.
Yes, ma'am. Since my group members are really cooperative and they're not lazy at all, and wow, lazy
Pati
at
si Justin ha.
yes, ma'am. Yes, they're cooperative. I just have to chat them immediately, and they yes, yes, Joe, yes, it's okay to me like that. And I guess it's a positive experience at all since the members are okay. So the tasking also is very good.
Actually, you are one of the groups na, di ba, na madaling nakatapos. Even though your respondents are really coming from different campuses, Valenzuela and Pampanga and Antipolo. Okay. So that's where online, di ba? That's where online research becomes ang tawag dito, it becomes disadvantageous, no? Because you don't need to go there. Unlike if it's a face-to-face, you really have to go there and distribute your questionnaire. But if it's online, we know on the other hand that it's parang higher percentage of getting result, no? Because you will go there and you will really meet them face to face. But anyway, we really concentrated on online defense. And also, I want to congratulate you for the title, no? For the title, for the topic, because it is very, very relevant. It is very, very timely. And you did it well, okay? Ang dami, wala na halos akong masabi kasi parang sinunod nyo naman yung mga sinabi ko, di ba? At ang napansin ko lang, ang dami nyo sinabi ngayon na wala doon sa inyong wala doon sa inyong manuscript. Lalo nang dami sinabi ni Clarice, no? Doon sa kanyang ano.
Ma'am, nasa related literature po 'yun lahat.
No, but I mean, 'di ba, maganda kasi conclusion ba yung sinabi mo or sa conclusion ka, 'di ba?
Conclusion po.
Okay, mas maganda, mas naintindihan ko yung conclusion nyo when I listen. But when I just read it, hindi ko gaano naintindihan yung conclusion. Do you know what I mean? Okay? So, and also in the discussion, nakita ko naman na nag-ano kayo, no? Nagtawag dito na cross-reference. It's good, no? At saka yung mga implications. Kaya, no? Pero, pagdating doon sa discussion, parang yun yung medyo may pagdating doon sa conclusion, parang mas naintindihan ko yung conclusion dahil kwento ni Clarice, parang gano'n, no? Parang si Clarice kasi parang mas naintindihan ko. Pero doon sa manuscript lang, parang hindi ko siya gaanong na-appreciate, I should say. Hindi ko siya gaanong na-appreciate. So siguro, tingnan nyo na lang yung sample, di ba? Doon sa nakabinigay sa inyo na ano yun, sa ating, ano, yung inano sa inyo, nasa canvas. Oo, di ba? So just follow kung ano yung mga nakalagay doon. And mas maganda kung madadagdagan nyo rin. Basta ang objective lagi is maintindihan yung study nyo. And one thing good is, walang neutral, no? Kasi ano ito, di ba, researcher made kayo? Okay, my question pala is this, naisulat ko naman dito. Where did you get your variables and the indicators that you put in your variables? What's your reference in making your researcher made questionnaire?
We use questionnaire checklists to measure the data obtained from the respondents. Since we use the quantitative method, the better way to quantify experience is to have checklist type to questionnaire, and we use the Likert scale in a degree of the response.
Joy, what do you want to say? Yeah. Sige. Okay, sige. So, pakilagay lang na pakilagay lang dun sa questionnaire part, diba? Yung research instrument. Pakilagay nyo lang dun yung reference, kung paano kayo nagkaroon ng kung paano ninyo nabuo yung questionnaire na yon. Because others will be studying the same topic might request from you, your questionnaire, because I know this is quite new in the Philippines, but for abroad it's not new anymore. But here in the Philippines, I am sure that this is something new that others might also make use of your questionnaire. So I just want you to make sure that in the discussion of your research instrument, diba, in your research, it will be very clear that this is how you go about it. This is where you got these were your references, and then from there, this is the outcome of your, this is it. Then you have part 1 of your reference, diba, ganon tayo. Part 1 is about the profile, part 2 is about the, so that is very important if you are the one making if you are making using a researcher made questionnaire. And ginawan ko naman siya ng reliability, di ba? You submitted to me then lagay nyo rin palang ganon that it underwent pilot study.
It
Joy,
was
nakalagay na ba yun?
already written.
And then you ask from me the reliability index, because that will make your work more reliable and it will make your work more scholarly, di ba? Na talagang dinaan sa tamang proseso, even if these are just undergraduate students. Kasi sabi ko sa inyo, yung pinapagawa ko sa inyo, yan din yung pinapagawa ko sa graduate school. Kaya ilagay nyo lahat yun. So you request from me the reliability index of your questionnaire in terms from the pilot, di ba? Nag-pilot study naman kayo eh, di ba? Okay, ayan, sige yun. So, yun lang, wala akong gaanong, ayun pala, if you will do the same, if you will repeat your, hindi, ano ba tanong ko? Tinanong na ba ni ma'am, are you happy with the result? Tinanong na yata ni ma'am, na ni Dr. Daria, no? That you are happy with the result. So, if you will be doing the same research, if you will be conducting the same research with different group of respondents, will you do the same thing?
Ma'am.
Okay, sige, Miss Tamar.
Ma'am, if the question was if you do the research and what would exactly would you change, I would say that we will extend our respondents. But since you've already mentioned if we're going to conduct the research with different groups of people,
Yes.
the one that I will change into our research is we will not just focus this one only on the education students, because we all know that in Our Lady of Fatima University there are lots of diverse of students in courses as well that is also taking online research nowadays. So um in regards to expanding our respondents, I would also like to change the title to conducting online research on Our Lady of Fatima University students. I will include all of the courses, not just only on education, because the education course has a limited type of students. There were only a few. When you if you compare to the other courses like medical courses, there are a lot of students there that is also experiencing a dilemma of this kind of new normal. So I think that would be the thing that I would change in or I will improve in our research.
Okay, any other answer? Wala na, yun na lang. Sino pa ang gusto magsalita about that? Kasi may follow-up question ako dyan eh. Same answer. Aha. Okay. Sige. Now, si Justin.
Ano po ulit yung tanong, ma'am? Yung exact na tanong.
No repetition. Okay. Ano daw yung tanong, Miss Clarice? Please repeat.
Ano daw?
Ano babaguhin?
Kung ano daw gusto mong baguhin sa research kapag conduct na daw yung research na may kasamang iba't ibang grupo ng students.
Pero think ko kasi parang so may meeting po namin. Ito po yung pinaka parang sentro nung napag-usapan namin na yung bakit ito lang yung natin kinuha natin, bakit eduk lang, no? Na parang napakaliit ng ang mundo natin parang.
Pero talagang gusto niyo dagdagan pa?
Pero po, I think that that as a positive side. Because when you're doing research, parang you try to to be more specific. So you're trying to lower the scope, so you won't parang minor risks lang kasi
Okay,
parang
okay.
yun, minor din yun.
Okay.
Thank you po.
So, my follow-up question is this. Do you think your questionnaire, this is a researcher, may kayo gumawa nito, di ba? Do you think the questionnaire that you made will be applicable if we will extend your respondents to the other group of students? Or, yeah? Sino sasagot dyan?
Ma'am.
Sige. O, sige, Gabriel now.
We want to gather the needed data for the completion of the research, and we want that our personal experience, both positive and negative experience, to be answered in this study. So the researcher made is sorry. Di ko Sorry.
Sige, call a friend, call a
Marinel.
friend.
Marinel.
Our research question is can be used within if we add other university or other courses, because our question is not only applicable with the respondents we have, which is only the education students. So our question can be used in other courses and other university.
Okay. Sige. Sinabi niyo eh. Ano ang sabi mo, Joy?
I would like to add, ma'am, I think it's not enough for the instrument alone. Kasi we focused more on the process and of conducting the online research, which is they can send the files in data collection, the barriers. We wanted to expand when it comes to we wanted to expand the instructor, the university also. We want to bigger, just like we wanted to change the scope of our respondents, we would like also to change the widen the questions we had in the questionnaire.
Okay. So, ilagay nyo yan sa inyong recommendations, yung mga sinasabi nyo yan. That's for future, di ba? For future researchers that they may conduct, di ba, study in other colleges. Huwag naman masyado na universities. Other colleges may adapt, di ba, the same questionnaire on mga something to that effect. Okay? So, in terms of variables, you may include it there what you want to add. Wala naman kayong tatanggalin, di ba? Gusto nyo lang nadagdagan. Tama ba ako? So, you put there the variables that you want to include, and also you are recommending that this study, di ba, may be conducted in other colleges na lang siguro. In other colleges na lang. Kasi pag university na, sabay-sabay na yon, di ba? Samantalang yung paggawa ng research ay per college. So, other colleges na lang. Okay? So, congratulations for that.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Okay. Makakatulog na.
Thank you
Clarice? Okay.
Ah.
Hindi na mag-absent. Okay, sige. Next group, please.
Thank you
Okay
po,
po, chinat
ma'am.
ka na po, ma'am.
Thank you. Ano daw?
Ma'am, magja-Japan daw po si Justin.
Sino magja-Japan? Sino?
Japan.
Si Justin daw po.
Hindi po.
Justin, grabe. Go,
Possible lang
grabe.
po ako, ma'am.
Diba?
Possible lang po.
Okay.
Thank you po,
sige.
thank you po.
Thank you
Thank
po.
you. Okay.